We didn't ask him to do that twice or anything. You will. You know it's a big place when you've got to go in the truck to travel anywhere. So they're going to harvest just shy of 400 acres of whole crop in 4 days. What, look at the cows? Yes, please. How many trucks have they got now? Look at that trailer. Triaxle Smith trailer. Loads of cows.
Did you count them, Henry? How many did you count?
What don't you see in this building? So today is a big day organised by her. If you've not seen her before, her name's Peggy. Her name's Penny. We're very excited today. We're about to see something super cool, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Meet you there. See you in 2. So we're on our way. We're just saying how nice that view is. Good. What do you think of travelling north, Dad?
Wonderful. So much easier than going south. We're not looking left and right and sideways. You've got a clear road. The weather's been favourable.
Sun's out. Great views. And making sure today's video's uploaded as well. What more do you want? And grass.
North Yorkshire. Doing a bit of lawn cuttings.
Jaguar Speedster.
Yeah.
Going up, man.
Big go.
Here we are. Brussels. Northern Ready Mix. Oh wow. Can you guess where we are? No, I think they're chopping grass.
Yeah.
What are the chances of that? Coming when chopping grass?
We whole crop.
So we whole crop, do you reckon whole crop?
Whole crop. Colour of it.
Pigeons.
Yeah, well, a whole crop.
Oh, Collinson's bin.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to. We'll continue.
Steve here that's giving us like a top tour.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably be able to chat to like Brian and stuff after.
Amazing.
Hi.
Okay.
Hiya. You got your farming stuff on?
Henry's already been out.
Have you been out on the farm?
Yeah, well, Mummy's been working.
Wow. Are the tractors working? Are they silaging?
That is right. We are at METCALFE Farm. METCALFE Farm is an incredible place. It's an amazing place. They actually milk, I think, 1,000 gallons. I don't actually know the statistics. My sister does the accounts here. We're going to have a bit of a tour around. We have a look around. It's very, very cool. Very excited for it. My Friday. So this is a special tour. Normally do the tours at the weekend, but Steve is showing us around today, aren't you, Steve?
I am, yeah.
And Henry's here as well.
Relatively small group. Set up by 2 girls who were getting really frustrated by the way in which a lot of the practice has been gobbled up by multinational companies.
Yeah.
So they wanted to practice by themselves, so that Brian and the other 2 brothers made it happen by building the facilities and funding it at the start.
And now you've got vets on site.
They set off for 2 and 1 admin, and now there's 11 people.
Wow, and that was 3 years ago.
It's becoming up 4 now.
Still impressive, that.
Yeah, driver training school here. It's nice to see with obviously the heavy goods business that they've got, plus the machinery, so they do everything from driver training for HGVs, plus materials handling equipment, etc, etc. So they do maintenance and service as well? That's Truck Techniques, yeah, that's the next bit.
Wow.
Truck Techniques has been on the go since the start, when they started with heavy goods probably 18, maybe more years ago now, where Ken Tyrella, who actually runs the business, was the service manager for Scania at Thirsk, and he was coming up on a weekend and servicing the 2 vehicles that they had. And then it got bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where
How many trucks have they got now? There's a lot
how
there.
many trucks are actually operational?
116.
Yes.
100.
Yeah.
There's 116 on the
about
account.
90 on the road, and then the rest sat, and then they bring in subcontractors as and when they need it. And that more or less came about with the onset of COVID.
That's it. Well, it's a Volvo, but you know, you're nearly there.
Yeah.
So you got a quarry on site?
Well, because we sat on limestone, when they expanded and wanted to put more and more sheds up, inevitably to get a level site,
Just
have to take rock out. This is technically a grain store, which is 100 metres by 30 metres.
So for our kind of books, it makes it sound big. Yeah, 300 by 100.
All these trailers. So you can see the depth of rock.
Yeah, look at that.
So when I came before COVID, Tom, they were quarrying this site.
This
so
section.
these buildings have gone up since then.
Wow.
Yeah, and they were quarrying all this.
Wow.
So the haulage fleet was, we say 90, it's 116, but the majority of step trailers.
Okay, yeah.
Ranging from this to the big ones round the other side, and there's probably about 8 or 9 25 ton, 29 ton tippers, and then 2 rigid 8s.
Wow.
Probably
They've all
like-
got private regs on them as well.
Yeah, every single
most
one.
of them.
Oh,
Most of them. You will see an odd one that hasn't.
Yeah, there's a PO64 there that hasn't.
Yeah, and these are the super. These are big bigs.
What's the heaviest weight you can carry?
150 ton, I think.
You can literally legally carry. That's gross 30.
That my gross weight. Yeah. I mean the trailers like that new are like 300,000 or 400,000 pounds.
Yeah, because it's all about the weight distribution, isn't it?
The axle weights. This will be it's a boring fact.
Oh, we
You're
like
right, you're
facts.
right. The axle weight on these big step trailers
Yeah.
are less than on the kid and feeder wagon that we've got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just because of the way it's balanced?
Because there's so many axles.
How big's your Keenan?
Well, I pulled with my mate who works for Keenan. It's not a Keenan, it's a Storty. It's a twin tub vertical
Right.
auger
Yeah.
with a face with a
Oh,
Facer.
self-feeder.
yeah.
Self-loader, sorry. Wow.
So this is other bits and pieces that he's got.
This is just a collection.
Well, there's anything from I think one day we came as 13 Cheshire X5s. Cheshire Police, yeah.
Look, snowplow.
Yeah, plough. Army jersey.
Yeah, I was going to say the army's over there.
Road sweep.
It's Henry's dream here, isn't it, Henry?
I don't know.
We didn't come down this way
I
before.
can tell
did we?
Brian sits in here, that million miles from steering wheel.
So you've been here since 1981?
Yeah.
Wow.
I might remember. I worked commercially for Preston Farmers for 13 years, from 1981 to 1993. Then I joined KW and worked for them until 2016. So I actually supplied most of the materials for the dairy farm. So my involvement goes back to when David had just left school and the 2 other brothers were still at school. So I've seen it gone from 200 cows to 1,300.
Is that what you're at? 1,300 cows now?
Yeah.
And running New Hollands?
Yes.
Because does Russell's work
Yeah,
out?
well, that was another bit of a brainwave from David.
Look at that trailer. Triaxle Smith
A bit of
trailer.
a basically a bit.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of sort of orders with the HS2 job?
No, too far away.
Too far away.
Oh yeah.
Because they're
big
taking a lot
Volvo,
of
isn't it?
stone and cement and concrete out of the Midlands normal supply chain.
It's a crusher. So it crushes big stone into little stone. Look at that, Henry. Look at that. Big kit in it.
So you've got fabrication, spraying, shot blasting, and all the vehicle maintenance, heavy good vehicle. And we've got an HGV testing station as well on that side, the back side of Russell's.
How many tractors are here?
Rider tractor.
Change all the New Holland tractors every year. I'm not quite sure how many there's, about 16 or 17.
What? They change the tractors that are here just
Every year.
12 months to get a new one.
I want to go see the tractor.
Oh, look at these things.
They'll be all on warranty then, so it just saves.
Yes. This bit here is a holding yard for various trailers, but it's also where it's a company called Mammoet, which is specialist heavy cranes, European based. It's a bit of a holding site for them, but they also bring cranes in and erect them,
Right,
keep them
okay.
working.
Yeah, okay. Put them up, make them there, everything works fine, put them back down,
Yeah.
take it. Look at those. They're fresh, aren't they? Brand spanking them.
Well, I want 5,500 tons, so we probably want about 380 acres, something like that.
That's 380
So
acres of a
what
whole
sort
crop.
of weight do you get off?
Anywhere between 12 and 17 tons, depending whether it's first week, second week, third week. This is a back concrete plant.
Wow. So that's a joint venture with the Metcalfe. Yeah, no, I need some panels.
It's operated by Austin Rich Low Grange Quarries. The concrete cows I refer to it when I bring the primary school kids round to
Concrete.
explain to them what is an AD. It's a massive fermentation vat which it's a bit not unique, but it's very quite different from conventional ADs because the only thing feedstock is cow slurry.
Right, yeah.
So we produce electricity from about 140 cube of cow slurry a day.
And how many cows do you need to produce 140 cube?
You'd have to have in excess of 1,000.
Oh really? Wow.
Yeah, because the slurry has to be quite dilute. It's got to be about 6 to 8% dry matter.
Right.
So everything's pumped. So we put 140 cube in. There's 110 to 120 digestate goes out
Yeah.
a day. This holds 3,500 cubic meters of slurry.
Yeah.
It's about 40 40 to 41 degrees C in summer, and then we can produce the methane gas, which then drives the gas engine and produces 200 kilowatts an hour.
200 kilowatts an hour, wow.
But we've got a second engine which we're just in the process of installing, because we're actually producing more methane than what the engine can use. So we're going to produce more electricity, yeah.
Because I guess the more cows you put on, the more you can produce.
Yeah.
But that'll have a limitation, surely.
Well, possibly. I think it's not just a limitation from the power production, it's what we can put back into grid.
Right.
Because the size of the cable going into the substation is really the limiting factor.
We have that problem, but obviously not on the size. To be fair, we're on about 93 kilowatts. No, solar. But that doesn't rely on weather, and if that can work every single day.
This is really quite small fry compared to these bigger. You talk to got AD plants whether a megawatt or 2 megawatts. This is tiny.
Yeah.
Although it's a big vat, because there's a lot of material going through.
Would you look at expanding that?
Well, we are expanding in terms of output. Can't really expand it. This was an interesting venture, because this is actually a joint venture between a company originally called JFS, which now I own a management. Metcalfe's didn't have any capital investment in this.
No.
So what it is, that was this piece of ground that it stood on is been leased to the company. And then we're part of that company, where we actually manage it on a day-to-day basis and provide the feedstock, and then we get discount. Everybody thinks we get free electricity, we don't.
No,
we get discount electricity, but we get the benefit from the digester, which is better than slurry, because the process through the fermentation increases the nitrogen availability.
How much? Do you know how much by? What percentage is it?
I'm going to stick my neck out and say probably by about 5 to 10%.
So it's worth you in slurry and a bit cheaper power.
We don't really use it.
And you get the lease as well.
We don't use a lot of fertiliser.
Oh, do you not? Just because you're spreading that all the time?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the grassland.
Yeah.
You won't graze, but you'll cut all the time.
Yeah, 5. We do multi-cut. We cut 5 times.
You've got the gear, haven't you?
Well, the contracting business.
Oh, they're going now as we speak.
Well, they're just
finishing up, maybe.
I don't know what they're going to do, whether the rain will stop them or not.
How do you value your whole crop against grass silage or even maize?
It's more expensive to make than grass silage. But currently about £150 a tonne of dry matter.
Cows do well off it.
Yeah, well, it's poor, as people say, with poor man's maize.
Yes.
Bunkers for the feed. Red.
That's it. Red.
Soya hulls.
Yeah.
Heat treated rape meal, and that's Nova Pro. Called Nova Pro. It's basically rape meal that's gone through heat treatment process to increase the
availability.
The DUP fraction,
And what sort of money is that?
It's about £380 a tonne.
That's not as bad as I thought, really. Because
that's the premix.
Is that it's an Arctic log tipped in there, is it?
That is, We make the premix. One for the main milkers, one for the fresh cows and heifers, one for the dry cows.
Yeah.
We make about 3 lots a week, which contains the soya, the Nova Pro, the soy hulls.
So you pour that and then put the rest in there.
Yes.
Right, okay, sorry.
And then we add the forages to it, and then that's the moist feeds, Trafford Gold, Brewer's Grains, and the 2 liquids.
Oh, right, so molasses probably.
It's actually Sedalco syrup, which is from a plant at Selby, that ferments wheat to produce pure grain alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you got these mats to go on the...
They're Radon tyres,
Decent,
Yeah, they're good. We used to use gravel bags, but we're selling those.
Get rid of them?
Yeah.
Put some in the back of Penny's
because
car.
You can,
Are they easy to pick up yourself?
I can move them.
You got a bucket brush? If you know, we've got half one. A child pusher.
Child pusher. And you can see you're getting to near the cows now.
We're going to do a circle. So in that pit there's all the first cut, 900 acres of first cut, plus 400.
In which pit? In the first pit?
One.
Yeah, the one that slipped.
Yeah, and then here there's the third cut.
Right, yeah.
And then we've got 900 acres which we would like to be cutting now, but we can't. The weather's against us. So hopefully we can get.
That would be 4th cut. You're looking at going here.
Yeah.
So there's 900 acres in there.
No, there's actually there's 500 in there.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 blocks, and we haven't been able to just tie them together yet.
Yeah.
We're hoping to do that.
So you can just do it once.
One of the blocks will only get maybe cut 4 times. The other blocks get cut 5 times.
Right. Yeah. Is that because of reseeding? Do you think?
Because some land's much higher up.
Right. Okay.
So it's elevation that's that really.
Yeah. That whole crop camp looks huge.
It is, yeah. There'll be about 2,500 tonne in there.
Wow.
We'll only get about 3.5 when we fill it. And
So-
we'll put the remainder in here.
You put the remainder in here. I was going to say, I thought this was last year's, and then you put in that one. I'm thinking this year you've got a lot more.
There's some of last year's at the back of that. The
Right.
problem when we start to fill in here, we'll have to bring some of this forward
See
to use it before we start to open that one.
Right, yeah.
how long do you leave it?
3 weeks ideally.
So
But it
here
might
is-
have to be 2.
Yeah.
Here's the key. Here's the
Done that
Keenan
with
self
those.
feeder.
Starty. It's Italian.
Oh, it's Italian.
Keenan don't make a
Subfeeder.
vertical auger mixer.
Right.
They make paddle mixers, but
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
because we've
second
got the
one.
paddle one.
There's actually spring barley whole crop, so hopefully there's enough here to last me until we get into this year's. And this was blocked off because we put 900 ton of press pulp in front of this.
900 ton.
Yeah.
Imagine the wagon loads. But you'll be used to the wagon. It'll just be like a normal day.
So do we. Logger 2, 33 cube.
33 cubes. How many cubes are ours?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
That holds 15 ton. Ours holds 3.5. And that holds 15 ton. How many times are you loading up for the dairy cows?
2 loads. 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 4 more again in the afternoon.
And that's
So
why
like
you need
11.
That is why you need someone who just feeds cows.
These 2 are normal. Put these up.
I want this shed.
wheat straws.
Oh, I got an owl box.
Usable rather than barley, yeah.
Look at all the kit.
Low parking down for
The overflow.
the
And the overflow car parking.
Four
Big
and 5.
tankers as well.
Yeah.
So the website is definitely out of date.
Oh,
Says you've got one
Yeah,
tanker.
we need a new web.
2,500.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do a massive amount of umbilicals, slurry spreading.
Yeah.
Don't do any spreading with the tanker. All the tankers are just to move it from
A to
here
B.
to the
Well, it doesn't make sense. You can
Oh, from
do
here
less.
to this
You
hill.
can do less damage, can't you?
Yeah, we've got satellite lagoons at different farms.
Wow. So you do.
We've got 2 of those. That's the small one.
Do you not? So you've got your choppers in as well, haven't you?
That's probably the likelihood of doing it on smaller farms. It looks very expensive when they go with the self-propelled forages and all the gear, so you can actually do it probably slightly cheaper with the forage wagons.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But not when you do a bigger acreage. That's when you need.
Yeah, that's what you need. Because nothing beats a self-propelled chopper, does it?
Feel how warm it's just come when the sun's come out now.
So
And this is this your fourth cut?
Yeah.
It's growing well. I'd say that, isn't it?
How often do you reseed?
3/4, but we're going to experiment with some 2-year layers this time.
Right.
See whether they can actually get more. Do you want to get out and have a wandering?
What, looking at the cows? Yes, please.
You see that stuff
Just
coming
some
to
cows.
head now. Are you critical about the age of it? You want
That's
it off?
that's 4 weeks, 28 days on Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the type of grasses you're growing into.
There's one variety there that's probably shocked to see.
So we're Friday today. So that's 26. That's 26 days grown from chop.
Going to see, but we really want to get to that.
Yeah.
Next week.
And how much land do you have on this site to farm? Is it just expandable for
There's
the
probably
feet?
about 500 acres here.
Right.
There's about 3,200 altogether.
Yeah.
From different holdings.
You
Yeah,
rent,
but different holdings. And are there setups at each holding, as in, or is all the milk cows here?
All the cows are here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only place where there is any other stock is where Philip lives at Dale Bank, putting some new sheds up. That's where all the heifers from weaning to bring them back once a feed the calf.
And then you bring them into the milking herd here, as in
The calf heifers at the top there. Everybody thought that when planning went in, they thought they were going to expand the numbers, but it wasn't that, because the in-calf heifers were kept on a farm 8 miles away.
Yeah.
And Philip wanted them back in.
Wow.
Look at this. We feed these twice a day, so these will get another feed.
Yeah.
About 1 month.
And you're feeding the fowl on the milk it's all fed here.
So this is group 4 mature cows, 5 and 6 are heifers, so there's about 390 heifers in these 2 groups. The 7's mature cows. We're about 37% heifers, so we're a high proportion of heifers.
Wow.
Yesterday we averaged 42.4 kilos
A cow.
average.
Cow and
cows and heifers.
Wow. And 37% of those cows are heifers.
Yes.
So you're going to be your top cows are going to be 78.
65, 70, 75.
Yeah.
75 litres a day.
Yeah, kilos.
Well, kilo. It's the same thing, isn't it?
1.03.
Different.
A litre,
Place.
you multiply by 1.03.
Is a kilo.
That's right, yeah. So it's more kilos, less than.
We were just talking about bulk tanks.
Obviously,
They don't have a bulk tank on this farm. They just have tankers that park up, and it goes through a blast chiller, cools it down to below. What does it cool it down? Below 5 to 4?
3-4 degrees.
Blows it down, puts it straight into the tankers, and then the tanker just comes with an empty one, takes the full one. Loads of cows.
Did you count them, Henry? How many did you count?
We got.
That's 100, by the way.
Yeah, there's definitely 5 cows. You counted 1 5. What don't you see in this building?
What you'd normally expect to see in a cow building or a stock building. You'll kick yourself.
That's it, we're really obvious.
What skylights?
Yeah. No roof lights.
No roof lights.
Can you see we've actually
blanked them up?
We've covered them up.
Yeah, because of heat spots.
Heat stress. It was a massive task because there's over 1,000, 1,100.
They just cover them up just because of the heat, and then just because of the power you're getting from the AD plant.
Changed all the lights to LED lights.
Yeah, they're cheap.
So we get like this 200.
And they'll be on sense 200 watts.
Yeah, 200 lux, yeah.
And then at night you put it down a bit.
We've got a red light in, so at night time red light comes on.
Yeah, so we do the same thing at home, but not with the red light.
So it's like 18 hours daylight, 6 hours dark.
So at 11 o'clock mine go off to 40 lux, and then come back on at 5 o'clock because we start
Same
moving at 6.
idea,
Yeah.
and it works very well.
Yeah, they're on time as well.
They do switch them on when they're scraping out.
Yeah.
Put them back on.
Big Holsteins, pedigree Holsteins, but not pedigreed. Obviously tickets.
Philip's really keen on the pedigree.
What year did he win the gold cup?
2019. No, 2018.
It wasn't long ago.
2018 with Bryce.
Yeah, so METCALFE Farm won the Gold Cup in 2018 or 19.
Must be chopping again, the biggest scratches.
Gotta have a look, haven't we? Wow.
What do you think?
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's automatic scrapers, so these will go constantly to keep it clean. We could have put them in our shed, but I just didn't like the idea because when they do break, it's a bit of a nightmare. See how clean they are constantly? Constantly clean, loads of water, massive fans. Like these fans are unreally expensive. So a lot of money. It's cold in here. Cows actually prefer it to be cold. The cows are performing in here, aren't they?
Yeah.
Unreal. This is what the cows are on. It's so damp and claggy. It smells nice though. Have you felt the feed? It's such a wet feed. Well, like you say, what's damp? Milk. Do you know what I mean? You're trying to make milk, aren't you?
We want to get somewhere between 38 and 40 dry matter.
Right.
Well, we rely a lot on our grass silo mainly as a bulk feed, right? But the point is, I like the idea of the liquids. I've always wanted to use a tank feed. That Selco's good. It's the only moist feed we put in at the moment. But I really think we want to put it back.
It's mad for a lot of tanks.
Selco syrup, wheat syrup.
Wheat syrup. And what dry matter is that?
It's only about 24 dry matter. It's quite wet.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got a silage pusher.
We've got two.
You see, you got 1 and 2 there.
3 jugs.
They're very
Oh
important.
yeah, push them 6 times a day.
6 times
until
a
they
day.
break down.
You know it's a big place when you've got to go in the truck to travel anywhere.
We thought we'd have a walk round, but we've taken the truck. These rope scrapers you got, how reliable are the rope?
Not 100%.
Yeah, that
no.
says it all when there's not a...
What do you think?
They save a lot of labour, but you just have to have somebody good on site that knows how to mend them.
Someone that doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
No, it's a bit of a messy job.
Yeah, they always break down when they're full of muck.
Oh, that you
Do you know what I mean?
Right there.
So the milk goes straight into these tankers. And how often do the tankers come?
2 a day.
2 a day. To go all the way back, feed that side again. That's all the cows do it. And the whole crop at the moment, we might be able to see that in a minute. It smells good. Bunning buck spreaders. They're good spreaders then.
His house. They'll be doing some work at the moment.
Yeah, it's working.
There we go.
On the chopper.
We didn't ask him to do that twice or anything. You will. Thank you very much. You too. Nice guy, isn't he? What are you saying there?
Don't overfill the trailer. One of my pet hates that when you got a trailer wasting it. I know, yeah.
So, we look to the chopping. I see someone's already putting a tanker on, and then that is where the slurry lagoon is. And then all the umbilical kits, all the dribble bars. That's yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 in dribble bars. Pumps, stirrers.
Wow.
Yeah, bit of space in there, isn't it?
Top of a hill as well.
Hellish spot. So they're going to harvest just shy of 400 acres of whole crop in 4 days. 2 butt raking. 3 butt raking. And then these are just a weight.
I like the way it's rolling.
Rolling it well, isn't it? It's just everything's sign written with Metcalfe as well, isn't it? So that is it. We just had a fantastic tour around Metcalfe Farms. Unreal. Obviously we can see bits, we can't see everything because it is still running. It is a Friday, so everyone's kind of going full force in the whole job. Henry, was that a good tour? Did you like seeing the tractors?
What was your best bit?
Tractors. Just like to say a massive thank you to Steve for showing us around, taking his time to actually show us around. Really do appreciate it. It's unreal, this spot, isn't it?
I'm very impressed with how it all intermingles together into one great big fantastic working unit. You'll have your ups and downs, you'll have your issues here and there, whether it be the weather, machinery breakdowns, or even possibly some staff issues when people aren't available when you want them to be, whatever. But how it all blends together with the family is a fantastic effort. I'm inspired because it makes me want to do more at my age.
You've already bought a diesel. He's already bought a molasses tank, haven't you?
Yeah, but mentally I've got that Selco stuff you use.
Sudelco syrup.
Sudelco syrup. And that's the sort of things we ever need to put into our cows to get them to basically eat more. Eat more.
Intake drives performance.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
Guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Metcalfe Farms. A big thanks to Penny for organising it as well.
Check it out.
Riverside County, they will sort you out. Come meet Brian today. It's one of the brothers. I think there's 3 brothers, isn't there?
3 brothers, yeah.
And they do have a TV programme as well, which is the big thing.
Yeah, they did Super Truckers a few years ago.
Yeah, so, and they grew, do you know where they started from? Having an 8-wheeler. They were dairy farmers milking 140 to 200 cows like us, and then just went poof. And then they wanted space to just go into the grain. Quarry. Mad, innit? Sorry we didn't get out and do loads, obviously, but again, we are restricted to what we can see. We are just visitors, aren't we? So it has given us a kick up the ass to maybe do a bit more. Fingers crossed. But guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to YouTube channel, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds, and we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running, nothing in our way, and we got no reason to wait. Let the journey take you where it wants to. We'll continue to find our way through anything we face. We got what it takes. Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day. It's ours to take, and we will let it in. every step, writing stories that seek to be read, taking hold of the moment as we discover